Hello everyone, welcome to the OutPower newscast. Today's stories include Service Studio version support update, an OutSystems blog post that covers customer experience, hints and how-tos on JavaScript web APIs, and a guide on how to connect to an external database, and as usual, a quick peek at this week's community highlights. On the subject of Service Studio, this week Darcy Schwartz has made a couple of announcements on the forum. The last version to support 32-bit has been released. This ties in with what OutSystems has announced previously, that the future lies in the 64-bit. This means that all new features will only be available in the 64-bit version. Still on the subject of Service Studio, there are still issues when trying to run Service Studio for Mac on the OS Catalina version. OutSystems still does not have a solution for the issue and suggests that to unblock development we should use a virtual machine running the Windows version of the Service Studio. For more information, please follow the links shown below. On the OutSystems blog, we have an article that goes over the subject, what is customer experience? It explains the ongoing relationship between customer and company, and notably how customer experience is the perception and emotion that are left after interacting with the brand. It also covers why customer experience is important, what makes good customer experience, and what are the right tools to improve it. It is an interesting read, and if you wish to find more about it, you can go to the full article by navigating to the link that is available below. Next, we'll talk about the hints and how-tos for this week. On today's segment of Hints and How-tos, we have an entry by the community member William Antunj. In his blog, he posted an article that covers on how to integrate JavaScript web APIs in OutSystems. He covers what are JavaScript web APIs and what are their use case scenarios. After explaining the concept, he provides a detailed guide on how to implement the Page Visibility API as an example of integrating a web API in OutSystems. For more information on this, you can reach the blog post on the following link. This week, an older guide has resurfaced in the OutSystems community forum. This post refers to the material that will demonstrate how to connect an external database. It goes over on how to create an extension that gives you access to the tables in the external database, including how to change the name of the tables, the attributes, how the data types are mapped, etc. This how-to post refers to the OutSystems course that covers this subject. He also mentions a couple of YouTube videos that refer how to connect to MySQL or Oracle database. For more information on this subject, you can use the link down below to navigate to the forum how-to post. Now going over to our Forge top picks of the week. After going through the community members' Forge deployments for this passing week, the following is our selection of components for this week's top picks of the Forge. Following the Forge segment, we go over to this week's idea. This week's on the Idea segment, we turn our attention to the request to add demo videos in the mobile development for OutSystems 11. This takes cue from the success of the videos that have been recently released for the reactive web technology. This idea suggests to add demo exercise videos that would, for example, explain how to create plugins, server actions, etc. If you wish to read more about this or just show your support, you can reach it by using the link below. And with that, we come to the end of this edition of the newscast. Thank you very much for watching, and please join us next time for more OutSystems news by OutPower. Have a nice day.